Fast, focused, and fearless. Here's everything you need to know this rush hour of August 2, Friday. I'm Riza Diaz. With today's rainy weather, we start off this morning's rush with announcements on class suspensions. In Region 3, classes are suspended in all levels in Morong, Bataan, Tarlac City, and the towns of Kalumpit and Hagonoy in Bulacan. Now, for the whole of Pampanga, take note, suspension is only for preschool to high school or to senior high school students. Now, in Zambales, the municipalities of Iba, Botolan, Masinloc, Subic, and Olongapo have canceled classes in all levels. In Pangasinan, the towns of Bugalyon and Infanta have class suspensions in all levels. Meanwhile, preschool to high school classes are called off in Calasiao, San Carlos City, Lingayen, Sual, and Urbistondo. For Dagupan City, it's preschool to elementary, while in Bolinao, only those in preschool level are covered by the class suspension. Also, minutes before broadcast started, Bataan also declared class suspensions in all levels, private and public. The same goes for municipalities of Cainta and Taytay in Rizal. Cabangan in Zambales has also canceled or called off classes in all levels. Moving on to other headlines, President Rodrigo Duterte slammed Senator Dick Gordon on Thursday after Gordon called the president out for appointing military men on key government posts. But Gordon remains unfazed despite Duterte threatening to put an end to the senator's political ambitions. Jenny Dongon with the story.
President Rodrigo Duterte went fuming during the 28th found anniversary and 118th year of fire service of the Fire Protection Bureau on Thursday. The cause of his anger, none other than Senator Richard Gordon.
My brain stays in my head. Yung utak mo, Dick, nagtutunaw, napupunta dyan sa tiyan mo. You are a fart away from disaster. Intindihin mo muna yung tiyan mo bago ka makialam sa trabaho ko. Sino bang parman doon sa Olongapo? Suntukin mga yan. Pakialamero.
This came after Gordon criticized the president's appointment of former military men in his cabinet and other key positions in the government. In his speech, Duterte defended himself and said that the senator's statement was nothing short of an insult.
Sabi ni Gordon, alam mo si Duterte, probinsyano yan eh. Wala masyadong kilala dito, kaya ang nakikilala niya, yung mga military. Pero kung ako ang presidente at pupunta ako ng Maynila magtrabaho dito, maghanap ako ng tao, kung si Gordon lang naman ang makita ko, mag-resign na lang ako pagka-presidente. The smart. Ang tanong niya sa akin, ano daw ang nakita ko sa military? Well, one, sabihin ko sa iyo, I can move faster with honesty. Mahirap maghanap ng tao na honest ngayon. Sa 1,000, butit na lang kung kasali ka dyan sa dalawa. Dick Gordon.
Duterte adds there's nothing illegal with appointing ex-military officials.
Do not be too presumptuous about your talent. Why do you criticize me? It's my prerogative. It is not prohibited by law.
And because of his anger, the president even assured that Gordon's dreams of being elected in higher positions will never come true.
If you want that title, Vice President, this is my advice to you. Hindi ka talaga vice presidente kailanman. Sisiguraduhin ko yan. Huwag ka nang tumakbo ng presidente, wala kang makuha sa armed forces. Pag nanalo ka, kargahin ka dyan galing sa Luneta, diretso ka doon sa Bilibid.
However, in a statement, Gordon said he still considers the president his friend and believes that they have mutual respect. He also meant no disrespect to the military and clarified that he only wanted to assure that the government is not militarized. The senator added that he took no offense at the president's comments. and brushed aside Duterte's threats on its political ambitions. Recall that Senator Gordon defended the president and his war on drugs in the previous Senate inquiry. For News 5, Jenny Dongon, We Are One News.
Following a rush of killings, Malacanang says President Duterte may declare martial law in Negros Oriental, but some fear that such move could lead to bigger problems. Maricel Halili with the report.
President Rodrigo Duterte is offering 5 million pesos for the arrest of the killers of 4 cops in Negros Oriental and 100,000 pesos for the arrest of every participant in the rest of the killings. Presidential spokesperson Salvador Panelo thinks that for this reason, the president may place the entire province under martial law.
The president doesn't want this to happen. He wants it stopped. And the only way to do that is to use his emergency powers.
Panelo said members of the New People's Army have exploited the issue on land disputes and turned the province into a quasi-state.
The land claimants there are involved in armed hostilities. And it is the communist rebels that arbitrarily choose who will occupy or own the land.
The idea does not sit well with the Makabayan bloc in Congress. They feel that the military is merely painting a violent scenario to justify the president's use of emergency powers, not just in Negros, but in the whole country.
May niluluto na naman na scenario building ang militar, ang kapulisan at ang administrasyon para mas lalo pang i-justify itong martial law, labagin ang karapatan ng mamamayan. No?
The militant group still believes bringing back the peace talks with the communist rebels is the best option.
Hindi sa pamamagitan ng militarisasyon, pananakot. No? Itinuturo yan ang kasaysayan sa atin. Kaya nga, ang panawagan namin noon pa man, kung talagang gusto ng Pangulong Duterte na wakasan ang rebellion sa ating bansa, ay bumalik sa usapang pangkapayapaan.
The Makabayan bloc is now calling on the Commission on Human Rights to investigate the killings. Around 20 murders have been recorded in the province since last week. For News 5, Maricel Halili, We Are One News.
Various politicians were tricked into donating money to criminals posing as a lawmaker online. Fortunately, their scheme did not work on Senator Bongo and Cavite Vice Governor Jolo Revilla. Patricia Mangune with the story.
2 suspects were arrested by the PNP anti-cybercrime group for extorting money from various politicians by posing as Camarines Norte Representative Arnie Fuentebella. The suspects would chat with officials online requesting for financial aid.
He created a Viber account na mukha ko yung nakalagay pero siya yung kausap. So gumagawa siya ng senaryo na keso naipit ako sa koron, nawala yung wallet ko, pwede magpadala ng 25,000.
But the suspects weren't able to keep up the act for long. Senator Bongo and Cavite Vice Governor Jolo Revilla were able to sense it was a trap.
Dinipositohan ko po piso. Sinubukan ko lang kung totoo po yung account number na ginamit niya. Sabi ko, ibili mo ng ataol, isukat mo yung sarili mo. So, nagulat siya. Sabi ko, probinsyano lang po kami. Sabi ko, pero wag mo po kami lolokohin, hindi mo kami maluloko.
The PNP was able to trace Revilla's deposit in an ATM in Malabon, and from there, authorities caught both suspects, one of whom was identified as Dennis Jose Borbon, a former staff of One Ang Edukasyon party list in Congress.
Meron na siyang naloko doon sa mga ibang congressman dahil he was a former staff ng congressman doon sa batasan.
Both suspects will face charges of estafa and computer-related identity theft under the Cybercrime Prevention Law. Borbon did not deny committing the crime. He even revealed that during the campaign, an opposition senator paid him to ruin the reputation of administration candidates through his online blog.
Lumapit sa akin itong Chief of Staff ni Mr. ni Mr. Senator Bam Aquino na si former Daraga Councilor Aris Goyena. And yun na nga po, pinapatira sa akin lahat ng senatorial candidate ng administrasyon.
Senator Bam Aquino denies the suspect's claims, adding that Borbon is only diverting the issue. For News 5, Patricia Mangune We are One News.
Going back to our top story, we have the latest on the weather straight from Pag-asa. Weather forecaster Lori De La Cruz is joining us on the line. Lori, good morning.
Yes, good morning, ma'am, and to all the viewers and listeners of One.
Lori would like to know, will this rain that we are experiencing right now persist throughout the day?
For Metro Manila, we will be expecting cloudy skies throughout the day and possibilities of light to moderate rains as well as thunderstorms. So as of the moment, we are currently experiencing severe thunderstorms throughout Metro Manila and nearby provinces such as Rizal, Cavite, and as well as Laguna. But for Mimaropa region also, Calabarzon, Cordillera, and the rest of the Ilocos region of Luzon, they will also experience cloudy skies with light to moderate rains. And monsoon rains, which is moderate to at times heavy rains, is being experienced at Pangasinan, Zambales, and Bataan.
Lori, is this brought about by the LPA and do we have a location on it?
Well, the low pressure area was estimated at 915 kilometers east of Verac, Catanduanes as of 3 a.m. in the morning today. And this particular low pressure area is causing, the trough of this is causing cloudy skies with downpour or rainfalls and thunderstorms over Bicol region, Visayas, Caraga, and northern Mindanao. So we can notice that the effect of this trough of low pressure area was concentrated on the eastern part of southern Luzon and Visayas and Mindanao. But for Metro Manila, the western section of Luzon, rainfall here is merely caused by habagat.
Is there a possibility, Lori, that this low pressure area would make landfall or perhaps develop into a tropical cyclone?
Over Sunday or Monday, this particular water disturbance may develop into a tropical cyclone. But as of the latest analysis, the possibility of making landfall is very low.
So there's also an impact on Luzon coming from the habagat?
Yes, actually, habagat is expected to be more enhanced by this low pressure area, by the presence of this weather disturbance. And that would also mean that the Metro Manila and the western section of Luzon will likely experience rainfall today and in the coming days.
All right, thank you very much. That's Pag-asa weather forecaster Lori De La Cruz. Meanwhile, here are the biggest stories from the dailies. President Duterte is ready to bear the names of about 10 officials from the PCSO that are allegedly involved in a multi-billion peso corruption scandal. Filipino Star ngayon quotes spokesperson Salpanelo in saying that it's just a matter of time before the big reveal. Malacanang also downplayed claims that the PCSO has lost some 250 million pesos in revenue following the 4-day suspension. Pala says the money is there. It's not lost, it just hasn't been collected yet. The second tranche of the tax reform package known as the Trabajo Bill could have a quick time in the legislative this 18th Congress session. The House Ways and Means panel says the measure, which seeks to lower corporate income tax and rationalize business incentives, may end up going through only one committee hearing. Recall that President Duterte urged Congress to quickly pass the remaining tax reform measures during his fourth State of the Nation address as a means to boost investment activity in the country. And this from Philippine Star. Former President Noynoy Aquino said, if Filipinos have forgotten his mother's struggles, then the country is already in a better place. He made this statement during the 10th death anniversary of former President Corazon Aquino on Thursday. And even after 10 years, Aquino believes his parents continue to inspire Filipinos and would hopefully lead us to the right direction.
Ngayon po siguro nadadama na naman natin ang pangangailangan na talagang mabalik sa tamang landas. At palagay ko po, yung inspirasyon ay binibigay pa rin sa atin nilang dalawa ang isa magpapanatili sa ating pakikibakan tungo sa tama para sa ating bayan.
Let's fast break now to Sports Rush. TNT has dethroned Ginebra and will advance to the championship round of the 2019 PBA Commissioner's Cup. It wasn't all smooth sailing with Greg Slaughter and Terrence Jones engaged in a verbal altercation at the end of the first quarter. Jason Castro also had a flagrant foul penalty for tripping Mark Caguiwa. Justin Brownlee and Japet Aguilar came in hot with 27 apiece, but not enough to fend off the Katropa. TNT scored the win 103-92.
Number one talaga sabi ni coach na huwag mawawala yung composure namin kasi nandun kami every game eh. So yun nga, yung little effort pa dagdagan namin. At the same time, just follow the game plan kasi nag-work naman. So yun, yung fourth quarter nag-work talaga.
And here are the stories to watch out for later today. Progressive groups will stage a Black Friday protest at the DILG office in Quezon City, calling for a stop on the attacks and killings in Negros Oriental. President Duterte heads down south to his hometown Davao City for the Mindanao-wide turnover of certificates of the land ownership to our agrarian reform beneficiaries. And does rain or shine have another miracle in them to force a decisive Game 5? Or will the powerhouse San Miguel make another finals appearance at the Commissioner's Cup? Catch that game later on today, 7 at PBA Rush. And that's how the day is shaping up to be. Join us again next time for another round of Rush. I'm Riza Diaz. We are One News.